Hey guys, I want to tell you why Africa is no bed of roses. More when I return on the Eric McNeil Be Free Show.
Black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Hey guys, welcome. You have just discovered the Eric McNeil Be Free Show, where it's all about being financially independent, responsible for self, enjoying life, and empowering others free. So today I want to discuss why Africa is definitely no bed of roses. But I want to say this before I go there. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, and those who have started to listen to the content and giving me feedback. I greatly appreciate that. I was actually down at the driver's license office yesterday at 37 area, and I was down there with Brandon, my friend Brandon, and so as he was walking in front of me, a gentleman pointed out to him and said, "Hey, I know you. I saw your wedding." And Brandon was startled, and the guy then said, "You know, I saw it on the Eric McNeil show." And then the guy turns and sees me, and he's like, "Hey, Eric." So I'm startled, right? Because again, you never know who's looking, and even with as small an audience as I have, I was extremely surprised that somebody out of nowhere would just recognize who we were. And excuse the noise, I think the wind is blowing very strong, and it just closed one of the doors. So if you heard the door slam, it was because of the wind. But at any rate, yeah, I was extremely surprised, as was Brandon. But anyway, a shout out to Kwame down at the DVLA office in 37 who recognized us. But today I want to talk to you about why Africa is not a bed of roses. For those of you who are considering this move to Africa, you're living in the diaspora somewhere, and you say, "Hey, I want to relocate to Africa and just come to Africa," and you know, a lot of you guys have good intentions, because a lot of times this what I hear is that, "Oh, I want to come to Africa and I'm gonna help solve this problem, I'm gonna help do this, and I'm gonna help do that." And what I'm telling you is that you come over here and you end up getting stuck by the thorns, and the roses seem elusive. Why? Because while Africa is no bed of roses, it is a rose bed. Now, what do I mean by that when I say Africa is no bed of roses, but it is a rose bed? What I mean is that, yes, while you can come over here and you may, you know, find a few roses scattered here and there, for the most part, you have the stems of the rose with the thorns and, you know, the prickles on them. And so when you go in to get them, you end up getting stuck. Right? Because the thorns are gonna, you know, they're gonna stick your fingers. And this is what happens to most people who move here from the diaspora, and they come over here talking about, you know, "I'm coming over here and I'm gonna help Africa do this, and I'm gonna make..." Well, let me tell you, in nature, the thorns of the plants are usually there to protect the plants from would-be predators. And so when you go through moving fast, trying to get the fruit, you know, the flower, then you get stuck. Because obviously, if you are moving too fast, it's an indication that the fruit or the plant or whatever it is not for you. It's not for you. And so, because if it was for you, you would not have a reason to be moving so fast and trying to grab it, right? You could take your time and properly grab it, properly get it, because then it means that that's for you. But if you're a predator or something coming through, you're trying to take, there's something wrong there. So nature's like, I'm going to protect myself from you. And so this is what happens to a lot of people coming to Africa. They end up getting stuck because they're moving too fast. Right? But if you come over here, establish yourself, establish relationships, be filled with good intentions, and methodically move through the system and maneuver, people are going to show you how to actually pick the fruit or pick the plant that you're after. Because then you've established yourself so that they know that you have good intentions. What you're doing is not predatorial, you know, you're not trying to come through and run through, you know. Some of you come over here like Captain Save a Country, Captain Save a Continent, like, hey, I'm going to go save Africa, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Slow down. Slow down. And instead of coming over here with that type of attitude, just come over here and integrate yourself into the culture. Get to know the people. Get to understand the problems. Get to know how can I truly add value. Instead of just coming over here trying to force something like, hey, I know what's best. Boom, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to save the whole continent of Africa. You know you're not. Hey, no you're not. You're going to come over here and get yourself stuck. Right? You're going to get stuck by the thorns and the thistles and the prickles and, you know, the stems. That's what you're going to do. And then you're going to go back to wherever you came from, demoralized, right? And beat up and broke. So what I'm telling you is don't move so quickly. You know, come over here and understand, because Africa's problems are opportunities. Opportunities for you to come over here and make things better, but you have to come over here and get to know and understand the landscape first. You have to understand what's best for the people and be sincere in trying to resolve the problems here, right? Instead of just coming here and believing that, hey, you know what's best for the continent. That just usually doesn't work, people. And so many people from the diaspora I see take this attitude and they just come over here and crash and burn like poof, very quickly, guys. So that's why I say Africa is not a bed of roses, but it is a rose bed, and the potential, there's already roses within the bed, but there can be so many more if we just approach it right, you know. So you come over here, you approach things right, you begin to water the rose garden, then you'll see that it begins to flourish, right? As opposed to you just coming over here trying to pick the few roses that you see, right? You end up getting stuck, right? Yeah, because you're moving too fast and being predatorial. So at any rate, I just wanted to come with that quick word about, you know, your move to Africa and how you can go about helping Africa, and hopefully you get something from it. If you do, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment, give me your feedback, and love to hear your comments, and want to thank everybody for tuning in. You can also find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Eric McNeil is free. And as always, hoorah, ahuru, now be free.